How popular will 3D TV be? We've got Screen Digest head of television technology here, Tom Morrod. Could a 3D TV take over at any stage, do you think?
It might not take over immediately, but it's certainly starting to come into the mainstream, and we'll start to see TV sets and the requisite technology come into shops, and we'll see people buying them over the next year.
It's going to be typically the usual thing. You have to be incredibly rich to buy one to begin with, and then the prices will fall, one would assume.
Not necessarily. I mean, the pricing that we've seen put out so far for 3D TV it's the top-range TV sets, but the pricing premium for 3D over 2D doesn't seem to be very high.
What are we talking about percentage-wise?
Not very many percent, 5, 10, really not big numbers here, and it's at the premium end of the TV ranges anyway. There's the opportunity here to move consumers who would normally buy mid-range TV sets up to higher-range TV sets, and there's also the ecosystem around 3D. You need a 3D Blu-ray player, maybe a games console, and you need glasses as well. So there's other things that you need to buy in order to make 3D work in the home.
Yeah, we talk about the so-called ecosystem with regard to this as well. Do you think people are happy just sitting there having to put glasses on to watch this type of technology?
It's going to be a different type of viewing experience in the short term. The technology that's coming into the market now for 3D is glasses-based. There are other technologies that we might see in 10 or 15 years that are non-glasses-based, but the first iteration of 3D will require you to wear glasses. That means it's a more active experience, and people are going to be watching event-based content, so major sports, feature films, maybe video gaming, and
it is normally gaming, which is the early adopters of this sort of technology. So is that where it's going to come from, do you think? It's going to be one of the key drivers to begin with, at least? It's
going to be... I mean, game consoles are going to be very important, and the major games consoles, the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, those will both support 3D. That's been shown, and we'll look for 3D games coming out on both of those platforms. Blu-ray is also going to be important for feature films. But yeah, gamers have a tendency to adopt peripheral accessories more readily than normal viewers. So you can see 3D glasses becoming an integral part of a gaming experience.
Tom, you know, when we look at this, and look at the technology. How's it going to work? What sort of technology is this? And what I'm trying to get at here is it's also the timing is extraordinary, because we saw Avatar come out, and then we've got all these other 3D-orientated products also now coming out as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about the technology quickly, the main 3D technology that most people will be familiar with is what we call anaglyph. This is the two-color glasses. What we're seeing out now is going to be more glasses-based technology, but it's active switching glasses, so there's technology in the glasses that shutters with the TV, and then there's polarized glasses, which people will be familiar with from the cinema. Both of those technologies require new screens, and the non-glasses-based technologies will come in several years' time. The other question was... How
is this all come about? It was like somebody's cunning plan here that we're going to have 3D and we're going to just bombard the world with this technology all of a sudden.
I don't think it's quite a conspiracy, but it's all happening now. So we required some technology in the TV screen in order to do 3D properly, and that technology needed plasma screens, needed LCD screens, and needed additional things being built around it. We now have Blu-ray as well, so we have a medium to get 3D to the home, and we needed broadcast bandwidth and 3D content being created by the studio. So all of those things have started to happen at the same time.
Let's just very quickly ask you one question. How does 3D impact broadcasters who've probably invested heavily in HD? They can't be too happy about this new technology turning up.
Well, I don't think they're unhappy about this. 3D is an opportunity to sell another subscription package, another subscription tier. So there's an opportunity for broadcast at the moment. Most broadcasters that are looking at 3D are looking at fitting 3D within their current HD infrastructure. So that's going to be a lower resolution than we'll get on Blu-ray. But there is an opportunity still to sell the 3D experience and to sell 3D content as a pay TV operator, as a broadcaster.
Tom, thank you so much for joining us. Tom Morrod there. He's from Screen Digest.